logging on to this Norwell High School sports broadcast brought to you by WellsCountyVoice.com, a division of Voice Enterprises. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of our sponsors you hear throughout the game. So be sure to visit their businesses and use their services as often as possible, and tell them thanks for their support. We encourage you to go to the games and support your local team, but when you just can't make it, we're here for you. Now it's time for the pregame show on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Welcome to the Castle, as this is one of those games that you circle on the schedule. The place is packed. It is the Knights hosting the Tigers. And we've got the potpourri of broadcasters for you tonight. I'm Scott Mentor, Derek Decker alongside me, and on the camera and on the mic is Scott Baker.
Yep.
Greg Van Meter. I don't know where Greg's at, but I think he's going to miss a good game tonight.
Yeah, I think I agree with you there, Scott. But, Greg is in Indianapolis. He's got some work to take care of on Wednesdays this season, so you'll have to get used to more of me on Wednesdays for Norwell. Of course, the girls' game made up coming up next Wednesday as well. That'll be here at the Castle on the 28th.
But tonight it's a pair of 3-2 teams as the Knights take on the Tigers, a pair of first-year coaches, at least at these respective schools. Coach McBride coming from Cherubusco, Coach Benedict coming from Columbia City. And they are going to lock horns tonight in what Wells County looks forward to every boys basketball season. And tonight, I think tonight's going to be an interesting game because both these teams are so different.
I agree.
Than how we've seen these teams over the past several years. Right now, the Tigers on their way to a clean sweep. Derek said they won the freshman game where they were up big in the freshman games.
Yeah, they
last time we checked.
Yep, they finished it off 31-16 and beat the JV 32-31 in a thriller there.
And the thriller is right. So Tigers looking for the hat trick, and the Knights trying to deny the varsity Tigers a win tonight. Weather's warmed up a little bit, and I think it's going to warm up here a little bit more.
Yep.
Let's take a quick timeout, pay some bills. We'll be right back.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front-end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Terry Jennis today, or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. Hi, this is Terry Jennis from Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
Located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the University of St. Francis is a private Catholic university enrolling 2,300 students in majors ranging from the liberal arts to the creative arts to the health services. Small class sizes, personal attention, and the freedom to explore your options. A USF education has a lot to offer. Visit their beautiful campus and see for yourself how you can be a part of the University of St. Francis. Visit sf.edu to learn more about the University of St. Francis.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Knights taking on the Tigers here at the Castle. Coach Benedict at Bluffton, 3-2 so far in his first year. 375 wins in his 25 years of head coaching experience. And he will face Coach McBride. He's also 3-2 so far. He's got 122 wins in 13 years of coaching experience. Saga ratings look like this. Norwell comes in about 66. Bluffton checks in about 61. Last outing, Bluffton knocked off Southern Wells 59-39. Norwell defeated DeKalb 66-55. And Derek, you said that's the first time Norwell has beaten DeKalb at DeKalb
in several years. It's a very tough place to play. It's really a hostile environment up there. They've got some great fans and really make it a very difficult place to play. And it was a fun one. Norwell held the lead for most of it, lost it at the end of the third quarter before finally regaining it and winning by double digits.
All right, nice. Quick the schedule looks like this. Bluffton's opponents are 21-16. Norwell's opponents only 8-19. Over the last 30 years, the Knights have the edge, 20 wins to 12 losses. The last meeting was a Norwell 10-point win, 50-40, in a game that almost got rained out, literally, almost got rained out as the roof was leaking. And Scott and I were checking out the buckets. They're still there. They're still there.
They are there.
I think the roof has been fixed.
$16 million building, and they have buckets hanging.
The Sagarin prediction tonight. That's Scott Baker. His email address is, I don't know.
I'm kidding. Sorry.
Scott Baker. Norwell has the Sagarin, is the winner according to Sagarin, 54-45. And Darren, talk about this Norwell team a little bit.
Now, their offense has struggled at points during this young season, but the defense has been rock solid all year round. They've improved on offense. They're averaging about 55 points a game, and they're on a 3-game winning streak. They've scored more points in every game than their previous one, with their season max coming in at 66 off that win at DeKalb last Friday night.
Yeah, just look back over those games. They lost to Mississinawa and at Dwenger, and 3 in a row at Eastbrook, Adams Central, and at DeKalb. And to Derek's point, their point totals 46, 50, 53, 61, 66.
Definite improvement there, especially
So
2 wins on the road.
Steadily climbing. For the Bluffton Tigers, Scott, this is a different Bluffton Tigers, too. I mean, gone are the Sturgeons, gone are the Pribbles. And taking over the Tigers right now is Mitchell Kohlenbeck, is really the leader of this Tiger ball club.
I agree. When you say it's a different Bluffton Tiger basketball team, it is from the first game. From just the improvements that they have made in, how many games are we into 5 games is immense. They bought into the coaches' morals and the program, and I really think down the road this Tiger team is going to be hard to beat once they get the team aspect taken care of it.
Tigers are putting down 49 per game. They're giving up 42. Their wins: Blackford 61-29 at South Adams 58-48. They will face South Adams again in the opening round of the ACAC tournament. That's going to be at Bluffton.
Okay.
They lost to Delta 43-30. They fell to Monroe Central 50-37. They picked up a nice win against Southern Wells 59-39.
The Delta loss was not a bad loss because that was pretty much, what did they have, 11 upperclassmen?
I think 11 seniors.
11 seniors.
11 seniors. These teams have not played any common foes to speak of, although they will once we get a little further down in the schedule. Bluffton will face Adams Central as they are an AC opponent. And I think is Southern Wells still in the Norwell schedule?
Southern Wells just got off this year.
Okay. So both teams 3-2. What's the over and under on points tonight?
For me, I'm thinking right around the 90-point mark.
90-point mark. I was going to say 100.
That sounds about right. Yeah, I would say so. Defense,
but you may be right, Derek. It may be closer to 90 when you look at.
Hold on to the ball, defense, no turnovers.
Well, the reality is this series has featured some really low-scoring affairs. Norwell's won the last 4 in the series, but last year was 50-40, and the year previous was 50-36. So this series has a history of good defense and in-county rivalry, and this one I think really can fall either way tonight.
Yeah, you throw the record's out of the place tonight.
Let's look at the starting lineups quickly for Norwell. Again, your starting lineups, as always, brought to you by First Bank of Bern. In the guard spot, senior number 10, Cody Shively. In a forward spot, number 15, senior Riley Stauffer. Then in the guard spot, number 20, Cole Wilson. He's a junior. That's your third guard spot. Number 23, junior James Smith. And forward, number 25, Will Geiger, a sophomore. Freshman. And first start of the year, only second game of the year. And Derek, you were saying he's coming off a concussion.
Yeah, he's a really big-bodied kid. He's really tough and strong inside, but he's shown the ability to run the floor a couple times. He got out on the run a couple times at DeKalb, and I think what was a 7-point performance in his first game back after the concussion.
For the Tigers, their starting lineup will look pretty similar. Number 20, Mitchell Kohlenbeck, your senior guard. Number 22, Evan Bumgarner, junior guard. Number 32, Max Coro, a junior guard. Number 40, Riley Johnson, a junior forward. And the big man in the middle, the sophomore, number 52, Zach Cummins. looks like we're going to get the national. We're going to get a live national anthem or a pre-recorded national anthem.
Yeah, we will get a live one.
All right. That means we can broadcast it.
Is that a band? Wow.
Scott always gets excited with bands.
You got to have high school basketball. You got to have a band.
Please rise and gentlemen, move your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
National anthem brought to you by the band.
Let's meet the starting lineup for tonight's varsity contest.
And now the PA announcer will bring in the starting lineups.
Starting in the guard, the 5'10" senior, number 20, Mitchell Kuhlenbeck. Starting at the other guard, the 5'11" junior, number 22, Evan Barber.
Kuhlenbeck and Bumgarner. Max Coral. Riley Johnson. Zach Cummins.
And now, Norwell fans, here's a starting lineup for
And here's the night starters.
starting in the guard, 5'7" junior, number 23, Chase Smith. Starting at the other guard, that's number 1 senior, Patrick Cody Shankley. Starting at the forward, the 6'1" senior,
Smith and Shively guard spots. Riley Stauber.
junior, number 20, Cole Wilson. Starting at the other forward,
Cole Wilson. And the freshman, Will Geiger. And just about ready to get this ball game underway. Thank you for joining us. Here at WellsCountyVoice.com. This place is packed.
It is loud, isn't it? I can't remember us being in a place this loud before, can you?
I cannot.
No. And we've been in quite some places before in the past. I mean,
Scott Mincer, Derek Picker, Scott Baker on the call for you tonight. If you can hear over half of the crowd. We're excited, Scott. Let's get the crowd out of the quiet spot. There we go. Norwell will handle the tip. Smith throws it up top, right side, Shively. At the elbow, Geiger, good move, gets to the glass, and is fouled. A nice move by the freshman. Gets to the line on the first offensive set of the night. Cummins with the foul, and Scott, I don't think they want to see Cummins get in early foul trouble.
no, and they're doing what the other schools have done. Good scouting right there, going inside.
And the freshman sinks the free throw. 1-0 Knights.
This Norwell team shooting about 71% on the season from the free throw stripe.
You jinxed them.
And 1 of 2 here as Kuhlenbeck pulls down the rebound. Kuhlenbeck averaging just about half of the Tiger points. A little over 20 tonight. Gardner picks up the dribble. Looking for some help. And it's going to be off Bluffton. Tigers turn it over. They had a good start for the Knights.
They just warned somebody in the crowd, I think.
Now that was, they changed the call. It's going to go back to Bluffton.
Oh, okay.
The baseline official came up and overruled the sideline one.
That's why I'm glad we have 3 officials in high school basketball now.
Bumgarner will inbound. A little tighter in there, Scott.
How's that?
Evan picks up the dribble, goes left side, Kohlenbeck. Goes back up top, Johnston.
Bluffton being very deliberate on their offensive sets to start the game.
Coral drives baseline, tries to go inside, but Shively gets a hand on it, and Cody will drive to the rack. It's caught by Kohlenbeck. We'll get a roar from the Bluffton crowd.
Did I see him take the ball behind his back mid-run like that?
You did. Shively from the outside and drained it. He hit a 2 or 3.
As a 3.
The 3 ball by Cody Shively.
It's like a 2-2-1 press, if I can pick it up right.
It's 4-0 Knights. Off the back iron, Smith with the rebound, and I think he's going to step on the end line. Shively averaging a little over 15 points per game. Knocks down the 3, giving Norwell the 4-0 lead. Coral just inside the line, got it.
Big shot there. What grade is Shively in, guys?
Shively's a senior.
Okay.
Stauffer to Smith. And a takeaway by Kohlenbeck. They'll work it around the perimeter. Johnston in the corner. Baseline drive, throws it back out. Kohlenbeck launches a 3. Got it. Kohlenbeck for 3.
Can't leave him open.
5-4 first lead for the Tigers. 5:35 to go. Smith with a burst of energy into the paint. Puts it down. James Smith for 2.
And West Bluffton closes off the lane. Smith's going to blow by him every time. He plays with a lot of energy, and he's very aggressive, likes to take it to the rim and get the foul.
He had struggles with that.
By Shively. He's got Smith on the left side. He bounces over to him. Coral saves it, throws it into Bumgarner. Turnover Knights. 5:05 to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, like we said, Scott, that's what Bluffton struggled with all season so far is the inside game, stopping somebody in the paint.
Be a little tighter in there, Scott.
Okay.
Trying to wipe out that center logo. There you go.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Sorry, fans.
And Kohlenbeck travels.
Neither team taking really good care of the basketball so far. 3rd turnover for Bluffton. The Knights have 2 as well.
Wonder how much of that has to be nerves, though. Big game.
Do you think this game is bigger for one team versus the other?
Back when I was in school, Norwell always hammered us, so it was always bigger for Bluffton than it was Norwell.
Shively for 3 off the back iron.
Well, I can say as a Norwell fan and student, I got to say it's bigger to Bluffton because the Knights have won 4 in a row in the series here. The last win for Bluffton was in the really kind of spoiled Norwell's run to state.
I remember that.
Cummins on the inside.
I think you guys had a last-second shot to actually win the game that year and missed it.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's perfect right there,
Thank
Scott.
you. I apologize, everybody. I am...
This is only his 2nd game on the camera, pressed into duty.
Well, I don't expect Fox or anybody to come calling tomorrow, so...
Tiger misses the reverse layup. We're just glad you're here, Scott.
Hey, I wouldn't miss this for anything. I'm missing my Wildcats for this, so you know it's a big game if I'm missing that.
Let's get the hand on the ball. Coral gets it back short. Stauffer gives it up to Shively quickly out ahead to Smith.
He is quick. Yeah, James Smith, a transfer from Horizon Christian, played there last year. He's got a lot of speed, and Horizon Christian plays an up-tempo offense, so he's used to being in that kind of situation.
Where is Horizon Christian at? I've heard of it before.
Horizon Christian is located in Fort Wayne.
Okay.
Number 12, Luke Zettis checks in. Smith will get a rest.
I can honestly say I did not know they had a basketball team there.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one, actually. Got their first IHSA-sanctioned victory over Norwell last year in the Huntington North Holiday
Yeah, it was in that tournament.
Okay.
I remember that, yep.
Is that a 2-2-1 press the Knights have out? I can't really tell through the camera.
It is. Coach McBride very proud of that. They like to bring some backcourt pressure on numerous occasions throughout the game.
It was Delta did the 2-2-1 press against Bluffton.
Cummins. This is on the turnaround.
Gotta have the bunnies.
Stauffer finds a break.
How many points is that in the paint, guys? You been keeping track?
Yeah, again, too easy for Norwell as Stauffer was able to get to the rim at will.
The Tigers struggling to break the defensive effort by the Knights. Johnston misses and will get...
That ball did not hit the floor when they broke that press, did it?
I don't think it did.
I don't think it did. That's the way you want to do it. You want to keep the ball. You want to go over the top of it. You don't want to dribble in the middle of it because you'll get stuck.
2:29 to go in the first. 8-7. We've been back and forth here in the first.
Just 2 fouls called in the early going, both on Bluffton. Oh, nice back.
Good pass to Shively. Good ball movement by the Knights. Shively's got 5.
Oldest play in the book, guys. It'll give and go right there.
10-7. The Tigers will turn it over, stepping on the sideline.
Bluffton's usually a pretty good hand on the basketball, taking care of the rock. They're kind of struggling tonight.
Zettis will handle. 2 minutes to go in the first. Shively goes cross court. Stauffer wide open for 3, and it's long.
Good play. Good play.
Good effort by the freshman Geiger.
How big is he?
Geiger's listed at 6'3".
He's a big kid.
Very mature for a freshman.
Has to play football.
He does.
Shively goes cross court. Wilson drives baseline.
They are working that paint. They're going to keep going there until Bluffton shuts them out. I'd maybe, if I was the Tigers, go to 2-3 zone.
Well, backcourt pressure being applied by the Knights, and the Tigers will throw it away. Wow.
Entering the game, number 40, Brandon Nicholson.
1:32 to go.
Brandon Nicholson, the 6'5 junior, enters for Will Geiger.
(10-7) Knights. Stauffer and a steal by Max Coral. And they'll be fouled from behind, and they'll force him to shoot 2. It's a good foul by Wilson.
Yep. First Norwell foul in this one.
How's Norwell's bench? Are they very deep?
And Norwell has struggled in that department. When they got in foul trouble up at Bishop Blinger, they really kind of shut down in the fourth quarter. A chance to win that game as Coral knocks down the first of 2.
That's one thing. Bluffton cannot get in foul trouble tonight. I mean, they're a bunch of sophomores, but, you know, I don't think the depth is there yet.
Coral can pull the Tigers within 1. Smith back in the game. Stauffer will sit. And Max hits 2.
I think we went 9-10 last week, was it, Scott? One of the games?
Yep.
Oh, he was wide open.
Shively up top, Colin back on him. Nicholson Back to Shively.
Inside again.
Oh, good move by Cody. Shively's got 7.
I believe they call that a Euro step nowadays.
Coral, Bumgarner. Pulling back for 3. That's going to be well short.
How open was he on that? I couldn't tell.
He had a second to get it off. 28 seconds left. See if Norwell plays last shot here. Smith will hold at 21.
I would give it to the point guard and let him go.
He'll back it up at 16. The Tigers will let them take it down at 8. 6. Shively at 5. From the corner. No good. Zettis on the miss at the buzzer at the end of the first quarter. Norwell 9. Or Norwell 12. Bluffton 9. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for a new dental home, or maybe you suffered a dental sports-related injury? Contact Dr. Laura Kukulhan and her caring staff. They can help you with your general and emergency dental needs. Dr. Laura Kukulhan and her staff provide a wide variety of services such as fillings, crowns, veneers, bridges, bleaching, dentures, athletic mouth guards, and much more. Dr. Kugelhan's office is located at 1133 North Main Street in Bluffton. Call today at 824-3100 for an appointment with Dr. Laura Kugelhan.
Dr. Laura Kukulhan is a provider for Delta Dental and Aetna insurances. She is also accepting Care Credit. Dr. Kukulhan and her staff will make you feel at home. Costly misconceptions about collision repair. Brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
All repair shops are basically the same.
False. There are substantial differences among repair shops. Some have made large investments in equipment and training. Others have not. Always do your homework when selecting a repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lauren's Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit laurensbodyshop.com.
12-9 as we head to the second. Bluffton basketball down by 3. Cole McConnell is checked in for the Knights, along with Jackson Engel. Baumgartner gets it to Coral. Max drives into the paint, goes back outside with it. Jackson Engel for 3 is short. And we're going to get a held ball call. Possession arrow will favor Norwell.
Last week, Bluffton was shooting theirs, correct? Instead of kicking it back out. I mean, I get that he's going to kick out to the open shot, but they were going more to the basket against Southern Wells.
On the floor for the Knights, it's Smith, Geiger, Stauffer, Shively, and Wilson. About a minute gone into the second.
There you go.
Short jumper by Coral is well off. And Shively with the rebound. He'll push it up. Goes outside Wilson.
They miss bad.
Shively. Blocked by McConnell. So McConnell with the big block. Fires up the Bluffton fans. Geiger goes outside. Shively rims out. Baumgartner with a rebound. This is Kohlenbeck. He's got a 3-ball tonight. Leading scorer is Shively with 7.
Travel? Yep. Should have shot that, in my opinion, guys. Go up with it. Get fouled.
12-9. Right now, that 90 or 100 over-under is looking pretty shady. It may not break 60.
Well, he's had games like that in the past.
Oh, boy, I can remember one. It was like 18 to 10 or something like that, if that. or 8 to 12 or 8 to 9, or it was some kind of crazy score where we had a tip in at the buzzer to score like 10 points total in the whole game, I believe. Both teams throwing the press out of each other tonight. 2-2-1, zone press again by Norwell. Bluffton wants to go over the top. It's a good job by the Knights here, guys. They're forcing the ball down the baseline, or the sideline. How many times have we seen Bluffton throw the ball away in the corner this year? Not very many times like that. Good defense.
Boy, only 3 fouls called, and we are 2 minutes into the second quarter.
We've had some games like that this year.
12-9, Baumgartner picks up his dribble and finds Kohlenbeck. Coral. Johnson goes over to Kohlenbeck. Baseline, Jay is short.
Is Norwell in a man-to-man, or are they in a box and one? I can't really tell looking through the lens.
You know, it just depends. It's kind of a junk defense, and it varies from possession to possession.
I see.
Geiger with good control.
So kind of like a sagging box and one or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think you'll hear Coach McBride use that term per se, but that's kind of what it is.
I get you.
Now, Will Geiger's going to get called with a touch foul for a hand-on, and sometimes you see that called, other times you don't. You just never know whether that's going to get called or not.
Knights up by 5, 14-9. It's been a while since the Tigers have had a basket. 5:15 to go in the second. Johnston open for 3, and it's long, way long.
How many air
They
balls?
need Riley Johnston to be able to hit from the outside.
He did last week, didn't he?
Wilson to Stauffer. And travel.
Is that Riley against Southern Wells that was doing very well?
Yes, he had a nice game against the Raiders.
Now, neither team shooting it well from outside at this point. Norwell 1 for 5, and Bluffton just 1 for 7.
Bluffton breaks. And they're trying to go inside to Cummins. It's going to be off Norwell.
Ball fake, go to the hole. You had a layup.
Johnson from the free throw line. Long. Cummins. Wow. Get it to go.
There is a lid on that bucket.
And we'll go back the other direction after the Zettis miss. We got a 30-second timeout by the Tigers. We'll take a break. Be right back.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has Friday Night Trio League for ages 4 through 19 with sign-ups going on now. This 10-week league is at 7 p.m. on Fridays for $8.25 per week for 3 games and shoes. Also on Friday, it's Friday Fun from noon to 6 p.m. Bowl for just $1 and shoe rental is only 50 cents. The Bowling Center, 1231 South Scott Street in Bluffton. Visit bowlbluffton.com.
We're almost halfway through the second. Collectively, we have 2 points.
That's right. Norwell came out of the first quarter with a 3-point advantage, and turnovers have been a real problem for both teams. They both had 5 in the first quarter. Norwell's got 7 at this juncture, with Bluffton committing 6.
Shively leading all scorers with 7. Bluffton's leading scorer, Mitchell Kohlenbeck, has 1 field goal, a 3-pointer. Kohlenbeck goes right side. Coral splits a couple of defenders, gets it off, hits the side of the backboard, and quickly back the other way. Wilson. Wow, gets denied by Cummins. And the Tigers.
That was a nice job of Bluffton getting back in transition, because that's how Norwell will beat you, is in transition. They're good at getting to the rim and getting quick looks inside.
I agree. Wow.
See, I thought Mitchell should have taken that himself.
Yep. Oh, good move. Avoided the offensive foul, went right to the hole.
That is the first field goal in a long time. 16-9. Bluffton is yet to score here in the second.
Boy, Geiger really active so far on the defensive end, most notably for Norwell to this point.
Baumgartner will inbound. And we're going to foul. It should be on Wilson.
It's number 2 on Cole.
Missing a foul. That shows the third.
Yeah, Geiger's got one.
Geiger's got one. Okay.
Wow, another turnover, guys. Are you kidding me? Inside again. It's safe to say that half their points came from in the paint.
Geiger now with 5. Oh, I think that's the case, Scott. Cummins all alone.
There you go.
And that breaks a long scoring drought for Bluffton.
You know, they always say you want to go over a press. I'd like to see Bluffton try to dribble the ball in the middle of the floor a little bit instead of throwing the ball around so much.
Talking about going over.
Yep.
Grant McMichael in for Norwell.
I can't remember the last time that both teams actually pressed each other this much.
18-11. Bluffton 2 points in the quarter. Norwell 6. This is Johnston in the corner. Gabe Eisenhut in the game for Bluffton. It looks like we're going to get an offensive foul here.
For the moving screen, I couldn't tell.
Might have been a 3-second call. I think that's what it was.
Okay, you're probably right there.
I think Cummins failed to get out of the lane.
McConnell getting set to check back in. Geiger to Shively, wide open for 3. Got it. Cody Shively's got 10. Tigers timeout. And let's check out our first replay of the night. This should be Shively's 3. Cody walking across the timeline. He'll throw it inside. He'll get it right back from Geiger wide open. And splashes it home. Cody Shively now with 10.
Yeah, it's just feeding Geiger at the high post on the left side and then kind of look for him to get open again. Bluffton kind of fought over a screen there and it allowed Shively to free up and get that open left wing three.
We got an earlier replay. I don't quite remember what this is, so we'll take a look at it. Shively on the run. I think this is a block by Kohlenbeck. It is. It's our new feature this year. We're instant replays. Hope you guys are enjoying that. We're back live. 21-11, a 10-point lead. Biggest lead of the night for the Knights.
Show you how old I am, guys. I remember Cody Shively when he was a little baby.
Nobody believes that, Scott. Nobody believes you're that old.
Oh, wow. I don't know.
Two minutes to go in the half. This is Eisenhut. On the floor for the Tigers. Eisenhut, McConnell, Coral, Kohlenbeck, and Johnston. McConnell has a block, gets it back, goes outside with it. Kohlenbeck for 3. Mitchell, Kohlenbeck has a couple threes now. That's the lead to 7. Nicholson with McConnell on him. Stauffer. McMichael into Shively on the baseline. A couple defenders on him. He'll try to dribble his way out of it. And Norwell being patient. Stauffer for three, short.
Kind of shocked that he shot that ball.
36 seconds to go. See if Norwell wants to run this out. Pull it back on to Shively.
You better move. There you go.
Michael gives it up to Stauffer. 16 seconds on the clock. Shively at 14.
I'd say right around 7 or 8 seconds they'll make the move.
And is down to 7 now. Shively goes outside with it. Zetis from the corner, no. And that will end the quarter. It's been a great quarter for the Knights.
Yep.
21-14, we're at the half. Norwell up by 7. We'll take a little bit of a break, crunch some stats. Come back with your halftime show. This is Scott Metzer, Darren Decker, Scott Baker at WellsCountyBoys.com. Norwell by 7.
At Adams Memorial Hospital, we care for the things that mean the most to you, your health, your family, and your community. Compassion is just as important to us as being accredited, or our Follow My Health online patient portal, or having top-of-the-line medical technology. Because at Adams Memorial Hospital, exceptional care means listening a little longer, a hug, or a kind gesture from a nurse. Compassion and medical expertise. That's Adams Memorial Hospital. Exceptional care close to you.
You care about your community, you shop local, and you enjoy personal interaction. You're doing more than spending your money, you're supporting your neighbors.
Hi, this is Carlos.
And this is Sarah from Bloomin' Boutique in Ossian. We would like to personally invite you to visit our shop, the Bloomin' Boutique, and check out all we have to offer.
At the Bloomin' Boutique, we have daily lunch specials like Taco Tuesdays, Witch Wednesdays, and Aloha Fridays. A large selection of smoothies, frappes, iced lattes, coffees, and teas.
We also carry a large selection of fresh flowers for bouquets and flower arrangements. Our shop is full of handmade, uniquely functional pottery, handmade jewelry, DeBrand's chocolates, and gifts. You don't need to go any further than the Bloomin' Boutique. Grab your latte, lunch, flowers, gifts, and chocolates all in one stop.
Support your local community by visiting Blooming Boutique, located at 106 South Jefferson Street in Ossian. Follow them on Facebook to view their daily lunch specials. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. The Blooming Boutique.
This is Dan and Jane with Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
We want to remind everyone that we do in-house repair with our specialty being restoration and resetting.
Jewelry that is worn frequently over the years usually needs some TLC, wrong retipping, resetting, or sizing.
It's so much fun to see the customer's reaction when they see their jewelry looking almost brand new.
Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from all styles of settings or let us design one just for you.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Just $5 each when you order 2 or more. Say yes to a medium one-topping pizza. Yes to Wing Street Wings. Yes to new stuffed garlic knots. And much more. It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu. Only at Pizza Hut.
The $5 flavor menu is now available from your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. To place an order, call 824-5701 or order online at pizzahut.com.
Welcome back to WellsCountyBoys.com. It is halftime. Norwell Knights up by 7, 21-14. Derek, how about some halftime stats? What do you got?
All right, let's go for it. Bluffton, we'll start off with them, the visitors. They got 14 at the break, 3 for 10 from inside the three-point arc for 30%, 2 for 8 outside for 25%, and a team total of 5 of 18 from the field for 28%. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and the big story in the first half, 8 turnovers as a team for Bluffton. Mitchell Cohenducks got 6 points. Max Quarles got 4 and 3 boards. And Zach Cummins has 4 to go on with 3 boards to round out a team total of 14 for Bluffton. For Norwell with 21, they're shooting 9 of 21 from the field for 43%, 2 of 9 outside for 22%, and 7 of 12 inside for 58%. They've turned it over 8 times as well. The rebound numbers are Bluffton 11, Norwell 9 at the break. Individually, Cody Shivers already in double figures with 10 points. He's shooting 4 of 8 from the field to go along with 2 boards. Riley Stauffer's got a basket. Cole Wilson's got a bucket. James Smith has 2. Will Geiger has 5 to go along with 5 rebounds on 2 of 3 shooting and 1 of 2 from the line. And that rounds out Norwell's team statistics for a total of 21. The Knights hold a 7-point halftime win.
So, Derek, from what you've watched so far this year, kind of assess this first half if you're a Knight fan.
If you're a Knight fan, you're used to seeing patience and good defense on the defensive end, creating turnovers. I think the turnover number is a little higher than it normally is. I think it sits right around 10 for the game, and they're probably going to be over that unless they really do a nice job and take care of it here in the second half. Part of the reason why they got beat at Dwenger, they turned it over 28 times and turned it over, I think, something like 19 times in the second half. They really cleaned that up on the road at Eastbrook. Only turned it over once in the second half, and then just twice in the second half against Adams Central after that. So they've really done a nice job taking care of the basketball in their wins. But when they don't win, they really struggle and they want to.
Scott, what about on the Bluffton side?
Well, the Bluffton side, they're having trouble taking care of the basketball. Norwell's got the 2-2-1 zone press on them, and like I made a statement earlier, I'd like to see them, the way you want to beat that press is go over the top. I'd like to see them dribble the ball a little more in the middle. That way they can just get the ball over the 10-second line a lot quicker. Bluffton's got to rebound, and they got to knock down some shots. I'd like to see them, like last week against Southern Wells. They were going in, they were doing the layups, getting fouled. Tonight they're kicking them back out for the open 3. If you're not knocking your 3 in, you got to go to the paint, go to the hole and get fouled and at least get some kind of contact, try to get some free throws. So rebounding, free throws, and knocking their shots down. That's going to be the key for Bluffton in the second half, in my opinion.
Nobody in any serious foul trouble. I've got Cole Wilson with 2. Is he the only guy with 2?
He's the only guy with 2. There's only been 5 fouls called in the game.
Who's got the other Bluffton foul, Derek? I got Cummins with 1.
I got the other foul coming on Bumgarner.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Norwell, at this point, I think, has been a little more diverse and a little spreading it out as far as the shot chart goes. Norwell's doing their typical thing. They will not take a mid-range jumper. You just won't see them do it. They're either going to be layups or they're going to be perimeter 3s. For Bluffton, it's a lot more spread around. They haven't had really a lot of opportunities underneath the basket, and they're taking a lot of shots from the right wing 3. That's where both of their 3-pointers have come from, and they've only got 5 field goals so far at the half, but they've really struggled taking it inside on Norwell's defense on the interior.
Is this typical Norwell with the press and stuff like that?
Yeah, they'll apply a backcourt pressure, and they've done a really nice job packing it in on offense, forcing the outside shot, and not allowing anybody to get inside and penetrate to the basket. I agree.
Our teams are back out on the floor. Knights up by 7. They had 12 in the first, 9 in the second. Bluffton 9 in the first, 5 in the second. We gave our predictions of the over-under before the ball game. I came in at 100. Derek came in with 90. Right now we're sitting at,
it's a football score,
35 at half, so we're on a march to about 70. Scott failed to give a number, so we can play
I was going to say, normally if you give up 21 points in the first half, you're up instead of being down 7. So, I mean, it's good defense on both teams.
All right, with with that, let's take a quick timeout. Be right back with third quarter basketball.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. Hi, this is Carrie Jennis from Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
The Bowling Center of Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with one adult and one child per team, or two youth may make a team at a youth league for ages 4 to 19 starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every game. The Bowling Center in Bluffton, located at 1231 South Scott Street. For complete details, visit bowlbluffton.com, and don't forget about Friday Fun from 12 to 6. Only $1 per game and 50-cent shoes at a smoke-free environment. bowlbluffton.com. bowlbluffton.com.
Well, Sagarin called it 54-45 was their prediction. It's 21-14. Shively leading all scorers with 10. He had 7 in the first, 3 in the second for the Tigers. Mitchell Kolovac has got a couple of 3 balls in the first. Mitchell well under his season average.
Oh, yeah. I can't really tell through the screen here. Is Bluffton setting as many ball screens for him at the top of the tee like they did last week?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Bluffton will come out with their starting 5. And it looks like so will the Knights. Shively baseline drive, dumps it off to Wilson, will get a foul. Wilson will go to the line. And just like they opened up the first half, Scott, I
don't know what happened. Okay, I don't know what happened. There we go. I think my mic cord, let me change it here. There we go. I say my finger wasn't on.
Well, sorry about that, folks. We lost camera feed for a second. We're back live now. We'll get everything set back up here in a minute. It's still 21-14, 30 seconds into the third.
Now, Cole Wilson's just picked up his third foul after missing 2 free throws at the other end, and he's the only guy that's had any trouble so far on the fouling perspective.
Derek, can you pick this up for me here while I reset him?
Baumgartner handles an out top bounce pass right to Coral. And kind of swinging around the perimeter. It's what you saw in the first half for Bluffton. A lot of perimeter play. They tried to force it inside now. Inside, kicked it back out. Cohen back for 3. It's off the mark, and the board comes down to Will Geiger. Smith will handle it for the Knights. Shively drives baseline and kicks it to Geiger, who clears, makes some room, and goes up strong for the bucket. Geiger's got 7 points, and the Knights have a 9-point lead.
Good no call there.
I agree with you, Scott. Norwell now just applying a little bit of man backcourt pressure, kind of token pressure that time, and it forces another turnover. Shively with the steal, the scoop, the score, and the foul.
And the harm.
Good defense by the Knights there, guys. Bluffton just can't handle the press right now.
Foul was charged to Baumgartner, and Bluffton's going to take a 30-second timeout right now. Coach Benedict not liking what he's seeing. The Knights have extended the lead to 11.
At Adams Memorial Hospital, we care for the things that mean the most to you, your health, your family, and your community. Compassion is just as important to us as being accredited, or our Follow My Health online patient portal, or having top-of-the-line medical technology. Because at Adams Memorial Hospital, exceptional care means listening a little longer, a hug, or a kind gesture from a nurse. Compassion and medical expertise. That's Adams Memorial Hospital. Exceptional care close to you.
Now, welcome back to the Castle. The Knights with an 11-point lead. Shively will try to complete the 3-point play after scoring on a steal at the mid-court line.
How many points is he up to now?
Shively's got 12. And he will prepare to shoot the free throw. A good shooter from the line, 84% on the season. And he knocks that one down to make it a 12-point advantage. Going back for Bluffton, handles it. He's got 6 points to his credit, leads all Bluffton scores. Driving the lane and scoring is Max Coral, who took it strong to the bucket.
That's what the Tigers need to do.
Something they were not able to do in the first half.
That's exactly right.
And here comes a timeout by Coach Mike McBride as the Knights had a little trouble in the backcourt. And this one will be a 30-second timeout.
This is Dan and Jane with Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
We want to remind everyone that we do in-house repair with our specialty being restoration and resetting.
Jewelry that is worn frequently over the years usually needs some TLC, wrong retipping, resetting, or sizing.
It's so much fun to see the customer's reaction when they see their jewelry looking almost brand new.
Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from all styles of settings or let us design one just for you.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
And back here at the Castle, Cody Shively will bring it across for Norwell after the timeout called by Coach McBride. Shively now way out. Tom Zettis handles it between the circles. Luke has had a couple of shots from the corner, not able to knock down either one. Nice give and go. McMichael not able to finish. Offensive board. Geiger scores on the putback.
Pretty much at will in the paint. Whatever they want, they get.
Geiger now with 9 points for the Knights, and the lead starts to grow a little bit. It's back out to 12 points. In the corner, Bumgardner for the Tigers. Was looking for Coral and couldn't find him, and the Knights jump over the pass. Another Bluffton turnover. Geiger out of there with it, and he scores with the right hand.
Would you take a 30 right now?
Well, he's out of 30s. He's got 2 fulls left.
Okay.
And Riley Johnston now for the Tigers.
Yeah, you definitely want to save your free throw. Your timeouts for the end of the game.
Johnston from the corner, and that one's short, and the rebound comes off to Grant McMichael. And the Knights are back up with it the other way. And they got a good chance to possibly put this one away.
I agree.
With another score on this possession. Shively puts it on the floor instead of taking the shot, leaves it for an open Zettis, right wing three, and he buries it. And the lead is all the way out to 17 points. Assist Shively, and this thing could get out of hand in a hurry.
That was a heck of a ball screen he set for that shooter.
Cohen back in the lane, driving baseline is Johnston. Back out, Mitchell will try the three. It's off the mark. Rebound tipped, battled for, and pulled down here in the near corner by Max Coral. Putting it on the floor was Cohen back. What do we got? 3 seconds again called, this time on Zach Cummins. It's the second time he's been called for it. A couple subs will check in for Norwell, Cole Wilson, and Brandon Nicholson.
Well, I tell you, Derek, I am really impressed with the freshman Geiger.
Yeah, he
really
is.
A poised kid.
He's good. Real good.
He is a solid player. He's going to be good in years to come for Norwell. Brandon Nicholson way out top, not afraid to step out of the paint for a long time at all. He's very comfortable out there, won't shoot it. What do we got here? Moving screen, it's going to be called on Brandon Nicholson as Zettis receives the pass. The Knights will turn it over. First foul charge to Brandon as we're under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. The Knights lead is 33-16. Just 2 points here in the third for Bluffton. Oh, wow. They had it tipped away. In there for the first time in a while is Jackson Engel for Bluffton. Nice feed. The shot's no good, and then an over-the-back call coming on Cole McConnell.
You got to go up strong with that. You just can't lay the ball up like that.
He was a little tentative. I think he was a little surprised he had that much room in front of him.
I agree with you.
Inbounds pass comes to Zetas. And now a nice cross-court pass. The Knights are just having no problems breaking the press, but Riley Stauffer turns it over as he traveled before he put it on the deck. 10 turnovers now for each team.
And most of them has came on that side of the court, right over there in that corner.
Yeah, a lot of travels called before both teams putting it on the floor tonight. A lot of turnovers there. Jackson Engel handles it for the Tigers. Kind of obstructed in this near corner by the Bluffton student section.
Yeah.
Now back out top to Bumgardner. And he had it poked away by Cody Shively. He's on the run and scores with the left hand. Here comes a timeout. Coach Benedict calls a full one. It is 35-16. The Knights.
You care about your community, you shop local, and you enjoy personal interaction. You're doing more than spending your money. You're supporting your neighbors.
Hi, this is Carlos.
And this is Sarah from Bloomin' Boutique in Ossian. We would like to personally invite you to visit our shop, the Bloomin' Boutique, and check out all we have to offer.
At the Bloomin' Boutique, we have daily lunch specials like Taco Tuesdays, Witch Wednesdays, and Aloha Fridays. A large selection of smoothies, frappes, iced lattes, coffees, and teas.
We also carry a large selection of fresh flowers for bouquets and flower arrangements. Our shop is full of handmade, uniquely functional pottery, handmade jewelry, DeBrand's chocolates, and gifts. You don't need to go any further than the Bloomin' Boutique. Grab your latte, lunch, flowers, gifts, and chocolates all in one stop.
Support your local community by visiting Bloomin' Boutique, located at 106 South Jefferson Street in Ossian. Follow them on Facebook to view their daily lunch specials. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. The Bloomin' Boutique.
Back here at Norwell, as in front of a sizable crowd this evening, the Norwell Knights have increased their lead to 19, outscoring Bluffton 14-2 here in the third quarter. On the run as the Tigers will quickly take it across is Mitchell Kohlenbeck, who checked in at that last timeout. Inside, McConnell backing down Nicholson, but he stands tough inside. Looking for a cutting Kohlenbeck, was thrown off the foot of Shively. Will stay with Bluffton on the kick.
Bluffton just can't get any continuity going.
Inbounds pass comes to Engel. He's got it again, being pressured by James Smith. He blows by him, though, and a little teardrop in the lane is off, and the rebound comes down to Brandon Nicholson. The other way for the Knights is Zetas between the circles. Southpaw slides it right to Smith, and in the far corner to Shively. Bounce pass underneath to Geiger, who will travel with it. Yeah. Good call there. Yep. By the way, Geiger checked in at that last timeout for Cole Wilson. And the Knights really have struggled with turnovers this evening. 11 is already more than their season average, so that's a point of concern as they move forward. Inside, we had a foul called. It's a touch again on Will Geiger. It's his second. It's the team's third here in the second half. Cole Wilson will return for the Knights as Luke Zetas checks out.
A lot of Norwell's turnovers are pretty much just unforced turnovers tonight.
Yep, they've been kind of silly. What do we got? We got a holding foul before the inbounds pass, and this one's going to be called on Cole Wilson, and that's number 4. Didn't even go through any playing time before picking up his 4th foul, and he will exit again. Riley Stauffer comes back in. Inbounds pass comes to Kohlenbeck. Long 3, lets it fly. It's high off the back iron. The rebound strong and pulled down by Shively. Up ahead to Geiger in the corner to Smith. Wide open. Geiger drives to the bucket. He was stuffed, but he was fouled in the process by Cole McConnell.
Norwell's doing a great job of moving the ball around tonight, too. I mean,
yeah, that's one of the points of emphasis in this offense. Whether they shoot a lot is a different story, but the ball movement is really, really good. Will Geiger will shoot a pair. He can make this lead 20 points. And he does.
I can't remember the last time Bluffton has struggled to get the ball in a basket in a game like this.
This is Geiger's first. No.
Geiger will complete the pair and make it 37-16. Sub coming in for Bluffton is Riley Johnston as he returns. Checking out is Engel. Neither man with a point to their credit this evening. And Bluffton's got 7 points in the last 15 minutes of playing time. Cohen back handles it. Almost dribbled into the double team. In the lane, a little teardrop again, and this floater is good by Max Coral. It's the first bucket for Bluffton in a really long time as we tick towards a minute left in the third. It's 37-18. Nicholson finds Stauffer up ahead to Geiger underneath, and he scores. That is really easy.
That's textbook right there.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, the press just has not fazed Norwell at all this evening, as they've just been able to break it every single time, and the lead is 21. Almost another steal. Smith tried to jump the passing lane inside. Geiger got a hand on it. Actually, it might go on Nicholson. No, it's going to go on Geiger. It will send Max Coral to the free throw line.
That's the trouble you have with a young basketball team, guys. You have a great game one night, subpar game the next night. It's growing pains. That's going to happen.
Consistency is key with a young team.
Exactly.
Coral's first free throw is off the back iron. Here comes Grant McMichael and Robert Kittleson for the first time. Kittleson, a senior, first year playing basketball here at Norwell. Shively checks out with 15 to his credit. And Coral is 1 for 2 on that sequence, 39-19. Kittleson is in there solely for shooting purposes for the night. Smith pulls up for 3 from the top of the key, and it's high off the rim. The rebound comes down to Riley Johnston for Bluffton. The other way in the lane, and there's another foul. 2 more shots coming this time for Cohenbeck.
I think Bluffton needs a little more of that earlier in the game.
I agree. Yeah, against Southern Wells, they were going to the basket the whole night. I figured they would stick with that tonight, but
boy, this game, despite the scores, kind of turning out like last year's. Norwell dominated in that one, and they're looking for their 5th win in a row here in the series. Bluffton has broken the 20-point mark with that free throw by Cohenbeck. He's got 7 points.
It's been a hard 7 points for him, too, tonight.
Make it 8. Here comes a late sub. Cody Shively will re-enter for Norwell, and out comes Kittleson. Take that back. Out comes McMichael. Kittleson will key it in for Norwell. They'll have to go the full length. Shively, cross-court pass to Kittleson. Tipped pass, controlled though by Stauffer, and the Knights will hold for 1. 10 seconds left here in the quarter. They lead by 18. 6 seconds, Shively on the dribble, crossover into the lane, had it stripped from him, and then Stauffer tried to pick it up, but he bounced it on the baseline. It'll go down as Norwell's 12th turnover.
Again, he got into the paint awful easy on that.
Bluffton's got 2 seconds to do something here. Cohenbeck will launch it from 3/4 court, and he will put it off the side of the backboard. And that will end the third quarter of play. The score reads Norwell 39, Bluffton 21. Thanks for joining us this evening. You're listening to Norwell Knights basketball and Bluffton Tigers basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the University of St. Francis is a private Catholic university enrolling 2,300 students in majors ranging from the liberal arts to the creative arts to the health services. Small class sizes, personal attention, and the freedom to explore your options. A USF education has a lot to offer. Visit their beautiful campus and see for yourself how you can be a part of the University of St. Francis. Visit sf.edu to learn more about the University of St. Francis.
TW Fable, a modern American restaurant, is now open at Timber Ridge Golf Course, 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton, and it's bigger and better than ever. You can enjoy the same fine dining experience Tuesday through Thursday, 5 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 5 to 10. Reservations are recommended by calling 260-353-1360. Everyone is welcome at TW Fable. TW Fable is now taking reservations for holiday parties. Be sure to get your date locked in before they're all filled up. Call 353-1360.
And back here at the Castle, Riley Johnson will handle it as the Knights have an 18-point lead. They outscored Bluffton 18-7 in the third quarter. Cole McConnell's in there along the baseline, and Bumgardner is on the dribble out top for Bluffton. Near corner, it's Johnston. Out top, Colenbeck. Johnson on the wing. That's Bumgardner. He floats it up there, gets his own rebound. And then a foul. No, we had a travel called on Colenbeck. So another Bluffton turnover. That's their 12th. And Norwell really probably going to be patient here in the fourth quarter. There's a foul. Colenbeck is going to be charged with it before the inbounds pass comes. That's the fourth team foul on Bluffton despite the scoreboard showing 6. That was never reset at halftime. Wilson receives the inbounds pass. Had Bumgardner on his back for a moment. And Wilson slides it right to Shively. Pitches it underneath to Geiger, puts it on the floor, asserts himself, and missed the shot. The rebound comes down to Johnston, but Geiger got to the bucket again, just not able to convert that time.
He's a load, isn't he?
Sure is.
Kid.
Bumgardner out top for Bluffton. Scattered again. Knights putting good ball pressure on. Here's Colenbeck, who missed the shot, but it's going to be fouled as he's going up by Cole Wilson, and if it is,
it's going to be his fifth.
Yeah, he's done.
I think Norwell's length is really giving Bluffton trouble tonight, the way they're all over the floor.
Well, Wilson has fouled out of this game. He's going to finish with 2 points. The first free throw is good by Colenbeck. And he'll have one more, looking for his 10th point on this next one. James Smith will re-enter for the Knights.
Mitchell has earned all 10 of those if he gets this one.
Blake Kaiser coming in.
Now, I don't know if that free throw is going to count. Nothing should have happened there. The free throw never should have been shot. There was a sub coming in.
Right.
So, it did go in, so it might count anyway. It's probably what they're going to let happen.
Visiting team gets the call.
Well, we're still talking about it, discussing things near midcourt, and they're just going to say the basket counts.
Yeah.
So Colenbeck gets his 10th point. It's a 16-point advantage for Norwell. Zettis and Shively playing catch. Now Smith in the front court. Puts it on the floor. A high floater off the glass, no good. And the rebound comes down to Max Coral. The Knights need to be a little more patient on offense with a big lead. Here comes a three from Colenbeck. It's short, and the rebound comes down to James Smith. Mitchell has just not been able to heat up at all from outside tonight for Bluffton.
You are correct.
Shively. Here's Zettis. And now Stauffer in the far corner. Looking for, he had Geiger again. Just didn't see him. Puts it on the floor underneath the basket. He was, well, not fouled. He traveled with it. And it'll turn it back over to Bluffton. It really hasn't been that clean of a game.
It hasn't.
But Norwell has had the advantage the entire night. Inside, they've just scored it well underneath the basket. And Bluffton has not shot a good percentage from the field, 25% to be exact. Here's a three from Johnston. It's in and out, and the rebound comes off to Geiger. That's been the story for the Tigers. James Smith, crossover dribble. Finds Shively, finds a cutting Riley Stauffer, who missed the layup. Rebound comes down to Geiger, and he missed it, but he's going to draw the foul. Again, it's the same story for Norwell as they're just getting to the bucket.
You know, one thing Geiger does not do, which you see so often with young big guys, when he gets a rebound, he doesn't put it back on the floor.
That's important.
He goes right back up with it, and he has the presence to feel the pressure behind him and even draw fouls when going back up with it.
I agree.
Really disciplined young kid inside.
Yeah, he's got a big body, and he'll be good for a lot of years for Norwell. He saw some varsity football time, not a whole lot, in the fall. And Geiger will go 1 of 2 on that sequence. Rebound comes down to...
It's Blake Kaiser.
Yes, it is.
42.
Kaiser, the 6'2 sophomore for the Tigers. Cullen back in there, being bumped by Smith, but he's able to retain his dribble. And Kaiser received it on the pass. Cullen back, step back. Couldn't get a shot away. Coral will put it up from 16 and knock it down.
That's a nice jumper by Max.
Every shot has been contested tonight. No easy looks at all by Bluffton.
40-25. Zetis in the front court. Quickly. Spin move. Oh, that's a horrible call. As that one is going to be an offensive foul called on Luke Zetis. That's a tough one. And
what a play.
Yeah, that was touch anyway. But Zetis picks up his first, and Coach McBride will call a 30-second timeout. We'll take it along with him and be right back.
Truxell Equipment offers a full line of John Deere equipment. Truxell Equipment features a large inventory of all makes and models of pre-owned equipment that has been well maintained and ready for service. Most of Truxell's pre-owned equipment was traded in from owner-operators. Be sure to ask about our certified pre-owned units. Truxell Equipment has the ability to customize your financing, lease, or installment contracts to meet your cash flow needs. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, or Wabash, or check out our website for our inventory of new and pre-owned equipment. Truxell Equipment, the dealership you can trust.
Back here at Norwell, a 15-point lead for the Knights. Bluffton's outscoring Norwell 4-1 here 3 minutes into the fourth. And our over-under numbers are really looking bad at this point. 65 is what we sit at. Out there for Bluffton, Bumgardner, Coral, Johnston, Kaiser, and Cullenbeck. And Bumgardner will bring it across for Bluffton.
Double dribble.
Yep. That's a careless turnover by Evan. And
Coach Benedict is scratching what's left of his hair on his head right now.
He's had a receding hairline for several years. Of course, Norwell saw him a lot at Columbia City. An opponent of Norwell, of course, in the Northeast State. Zetis looking for a little bit of help, and that's a touch foul. Boy, there's been a lot more fouls called in the second half.
This quarter more than anything.
Yeah, Max Coral picks up the foul. He's leading all Bluffton scores with 11 points.
Now, is that foul total still right?
No, it's at 6.
So he shouldn't be shooting bonus, right?
Unless I could, of course I could be wrong, and it's likely that I am, but I don't think that was ever reset at halftime. So, well, the official scorer is on board with it, and Zetis knocks down the free throw to earn the bonus. One more coming for the lefty. And Luke, a stroke, gets them both. The junior with his 5th point on the evening, and the lead is 17 for the Knights. Here is Johnston on the left wing, looking inside, feeds a high post. A little better ball movement here in the fourth quarter for Bluffton.
That's Landon McClish out there right now for the Tigers. Some more JV action for Coach Benedict.
Bluffton just cannot get the ball anywhere near the inside.
Oh, that ball was, it slipped out of Coral's hands. He tried to pass fake, and then he got Geiger off his feet, and he knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay with Bluffton, and McClish will inbound for the Tigers, and he throws it right into the hands of James Smith, who's on the break, and he will not draw the foul. The shot was off, and then a foul called on Cody Shiver.
That's a great example of a JV kid not realizing how skilled the varsity players are. He threw that inbound pass, and Smith just too quick.
Well, Shiver's going to pick up his first personal, and it's going to be a one-and-bonus situation for Bluffton. Here comes, for Bluffton, it's Jackson Engel.
Yeah, this is Landon McClish,
who re-entered on the timeout. Yeah, you're good. McClish missed the free throw, and the rebound comes off to Zetis. James Smith on the left wing, slides it right to Stauffer. Looking for an open Zetis in the corner. He'll pump the three, and it's off the mark. No, and the rebound comes down to McClish. Under 4 to go here in the basketball game. 17-point lead. It's been a big lead all the second half for Norwell as Coral missed the jumper and the rebound is controlled by Riley Stauffer. And the team's kind of trading misses at this point. As we mentioned, hasn't been really clean. Oh, nice spin move by Shively underneath to Geiger. Shot wasn't quite there as he had a little trouble handling the quick pass, and the Knights will reset on offense. Finds Zettis in the far corner. Feeds it back out to Cody. He's way out top. Knights very patient, as that's what they'll do. Shively, the lane opened right up, kicks it out. Nice ball movement. Smith fakes it, and then slides it to Stauffer, who missed the 3 try. And I think that's a good possession for Norwell, not able to convert.
I agree.
And the rebound comes off to Kohlenbeck. And that's what you're going to see all year for Norwell. There's the travel.
Another travel.
Turnover number 15 for Bluffton. A couple subs for the Knights. Grant McMichael and Robert Kittleson.
You can just tell that Norwell's a much more experienced basketball club than Bluffton is this year.
McMichael in the backcourt finds Stauffer and then Shively, 3 seniors in there along with actually 4 seniors. And there's a turnover. Shively lost the handle. And McClish comes out of there with it for Bluffton. Long 3 on the way from Kohlenbeck. It's short, and the rebound come off to Jackson Engel, not able to get the putback to go either. And Norwell's got it again as it ticks towards 2 minutes.
Back up a little bit, Scott.
Stauffer, fouled. Jackson Engel charged with personal. 1 in bonus coming for Norwell. For Stauffer in particular, and out comes Engel. In comes Johnston. Riley has not taken very many free throws, and that one was not close. Rebound pulled down by Kohlenbeck. Tigers are playing catch. Cross-court pass to Johnston, who missed the 3 try. A nice rebound, that time by the sophomore McClish. And they'll swing it around on the perimeter some more. The Knights are just denying any type of interior movement or pass, and they have done so all evening. It's been quite successful, and it's limited Bluffton to just 25 points. Coral from the corner missed the 3. And the rebound controlled by Stauffer. Well, we're down to 1:10, and the Knights' lead is still 17. It's 4-3 in the 4th quarter in favor of Bluffton. Not a lot of action here in this final quarter of play. There's a foul. Kohlenbeck called for his second. And it'll send Shively to shoot the double bonus. Things winding down at the Castle. Folks starting to file out. As Norwell's going to get their 4th win in a row. Shively hits the free throw. Here comes a couple of subs for Bluffton. Geiger checks out for Norwell. We've got several. We've got Everett Johnson in there. Also Mason Heller. And Kyler Pulling for Bluffton. The rebound was pulled down by Mickelson on the missed free throw by Shively.
Yeah, 24 is actually Hudson Shalley.
Oh, my mistake. I was looking at the JV roster. Well, Shively will try to penetrate. He's cut off by Kohlenbeck. And actually, that's McClish. That's a 5-second call. That's a good one.
Yeah, nice job by the JV.
McClish applying the pressure within 6 feet, and Shively didn't know it. And he's forcing the turnover. Goes down as the 16th Norwell Knight turnover this evening, so 8 in each half. 43-25, 25 seconds left. Hudson Shalley on the dribble, had it poked away from behind by Shively, and that'll probably do it. Now, Bluffton really struggled here in the second half, and that's going to be the story. It's just Norwell was very efficient when they had the basketball in transition, and they broke the press. McMichael will hold on to it, and the final score reads Norwell 43, Bluffton 25. They get their 5th win in a row in the cross-county rivalry. We'll tally up some final statistics and return after these words from our sponsors.
Right now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism about just how much value their car insurance company is delivering. If you're one of them, I can help you get to a better state, because I'll talk with you, listen to you, and help put together a policy that has you written all over it. From cost to coverage, all backed by 24/7 customer support. Feeling less skeptical? Then call me, Kevin Beatty, and officially get to a better state with State Farm. Call me, Kevin Beatty in Bluffton, 824-1928. Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today, or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
The Bowling Center of Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with 1 adult and 1 child per team, or 2 youth may make a team at a youth league for ages 4 to 19 starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every game. The Bowling Center in Bluffton, located at 1231 South Scott Street. For complete details, visit bowlbluffton.com, and don't forget about Friday Fun from 12 to 6. Only $1 per game and 50-cent shoes at a smoke-free environment. bowlbluffton.com. bowlbluffton.com.
Life insurance is one of those subjects that make people want to change the subject, rather than admit they probably don't have enough. That's why I focus on how the benefits of life insurance actually live on by asking people to think in terms of life without having to sell the house insurance, or life without having to give up college insurance. Find out how the benefits of life insurance can live on for your family. Call me, Kevin Beatty in Bluffton, 824-1928, and get the life back and life insurance.
43-25 is your final here at the Castle as the Norwell Knights take care of business against the Bluffton Tigers, an 18-point win. Scott, we went into that game against Southern Wells, the Tigers did. We thought that game was going to be close. It wasn't. Flip side here, I thought this game was going to be closer. It wasn't. And the Knights come out with an 18-point win. Derek, how about the final stats?
All right, let's go. Bluffton finishes 8 of 35 from the field for 23% and just 2 of 17 from the three-point line for 12%. As a team, they turned it over 16 times. Mitchell Cullenbeck had 10 points for the Tigers to go along with 7 boards. Max Coral scored 11 and had 5 rebounds. And Zach Cummins had 4 points for Bluffton, and that will do it as they just really struggled in the second half. Bluffton scored 11 points in that second half, and I can tell you it's been several years since Norwell's had a team under 30 points in any game. So that'll wrap it up for Bluffton. For Norwell, by the way, the rebounding advantage went to Norwell 24-23, so pretty even there. The Knights shot 16 of 38 from the field, 42%. They're coming off a 59% shooting performance on the road at DeKalb last Friday. 3 of 13 from the three-point line for 23%. They turned it over 16 times as well. Individually, Cody Shively scored 16 points to go along with 3 boards. Luke Tedis 5 points and a rebound. Riley Stauffer 2 points, 4 rebounds. Cole Wilson had a basket and fouled out early in the fourth quarter. Grant McMichael had a rebound. James Smith 2 points and a rebound. Will Geiger 16 points, 11 rebounds, and an assist for the freshman in his first start as a varsity player, and Brandon Nicholson pulled down 3 rebounds in some limited time in there this evening for Norwell. So really a great win for the Knights as they improve to 4-2 on the season. They've won their last 4 games. Bluffton falls to 3-3 after the win at their other county rival in Southern Wells.
Well, again, I can't say enough about Mr. Geiger. A double-double tonight. 16 and 11 is his slash line. And just everything about him tonight, even when he got the ball down low and knew he had to go back outside with a really good presence, didn't try to force anything. And for a kid that's only his second game, first start,
made it look easy, didn't he?
Really impressive outing. I thought tonight Zach Cummins had to have a big game for Bluffton. I thought he had the potential to have a big game because he did have a breakout performance against Norwell. But tonight, the Knights totally shut down the interior for the Tigers. Zach Cummins had 4 points, nothing in the second half. I think Coach, kind of went away from him, put Cole in. Cole got a lot of minutes. And by the time we got to the fourth quarter, it's Blake Kaiser in the middle, and we don't see Zach or Cole at all. And I think that was just testament to how well Norwell is defending the interior.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I think I agree with you both there, both Scots, on this evening. It's been a pleasure doing it with you, as I don't know if we're going to be able to be joined by Coach McBride or not. I can see him over there, as I'll try to get his attention here in a moment. But the Knights pick up a victory here by 18. They really dominated all of the second half. It was pretty close. Towards the end of the first half, it was 21-14. We kind of extended it towards the end of the second quarter. It was close for a long time, but that's kind of what you get in low-scoring ball games. You have one team that stays in it longer than you would normally with a higher-scoring game. Of course, I think this is Norwell's lowest point total of the year, and it still comes out an 18-point victory for the Knights.
That's saying something right there.
It's a testament to their defense, and there were only 8 points scored in that fourth quarter, 4 for each team.
Yeah, and again, you look at the Bluffton book. 3 guys in the book tonight. Three guys. I mean, you're just not going to win many games when only 3 guys put points in the book. Mitchell tonight, again, will score almost half the points, but tonight it's 10-25. And Cody Shively puts in his season average of 16. Will Geiger comes in, puts in another 16, and Norwell has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys in the book.
Well balanced.
Well, coming up next for both of these teams, Norwell's got Leo and then Merrillville in what will be 2 very difficult games in the Huntington North Columbia City shootout.
Okay, that's in the tournament.
Yeah, they do Leo and Merrillville. They're 10-2 on Thursday the 29th, and those 2 games will be at Columbia City, and then they'll play again on Friday the 30th. 2 more games will be in Huntington. For Bluffton coming up next, it's Garrett and then Winchester. Both of those games at home coming on Wednesday and Friday of next week, and I think Coach McBride's going to be locked up over there with Mr. Beitler.
Yep.
Well, we typically would have Coach Benedict up here as well. So
we're having a fire and brimstone.
Yeah, personally, that's kind of one of my, I don't want to call it pet peeves, but the print guys have all night to put their story together.
Yep.
We're up here live. But that's kind of good. That's kind of how it goes when you're not mobile and you can track someone down and
good point.
Put it, lock them up. But we'll be patient. See if we can get one of the coaches up here.
Yeah, it was. I'm looking forward to see how this team plays in this tournament. Of course, they're getting a well-deserved break of over 7 days. It'll be nice for this team, as they really haven't had a lot of off days. Coach McBride really likes to work them and tries to get better every single day. And then, of course, Bluffton doesn't really have much of a break, doesn't play in any holiday tournament, of course, with the ACAC tournament coming up starting on January 10th, and they drew South Adams in that one.
They drew South Adams. That'll be at Bluffton. But that's going to be a tough game. You know, they did pick up a win against South Adams earlier at South Adams. Of course, we don't get the luxury of calling these games at South Adams. But it will be at home, and so that's going to be a big game. What's interesting about that South Adams contest is they have the opportunity to meet South Adams 3 times this year. You know, the regular season game, the conference game, the conference tournament game, and then South Adams is in their sectional as well. So,
well, that's a lot of time to see the same ball club.
Yeah, no kidding.
And South Adams has a record of 4-3 at this point, coming off a loss to Fort Recovery, Ohio.
What's Leo's record?
Leo will come in. By the way, that is not a conference game, and they'll play them again, the first game out of that tournament on January 7th. So the Knights will be seeing a lot of them. Leo's 4-2 with a overtime loss to a better Heritage team, and then a blowout loss on the road at Huntington North. And I really think Huntington North has proved that it's got a great shot to win the Northeast State. That'll be very impressive if they're able to do that. Of course, last year ended in a 4-way tie for first place in the Northeast State. Norwell just missing out. They led the entire game at Huntington except for the last minute, and that's when it counted the most. That's where they fell apart and then missed out by one game on a chance with a share of a conference title.
Wow.
Well, the Tigers have come out of the locker room. I haven't seen Coach Benedict yet, and Coach McBride still getting peppered by the newspaper.
Now that might be partly on Coach McBride, as he loves to chat, and it's great having him up here when we can. Tell you what, it's a real pleasure.
Well, guys, let's do this. Let's take a timeout, play a few spots, and we'll see if we get one of the coaches up here.
At First Bank of Berlin, we follow a set of ideals and values that define who we are. Honesty, integrity, respect, and compassion that guide us every day in our work and in our lives, because we believe banking should be easy and everyone should be treated with respect regardless of their account size. It's why people have trusted us with their banking for generations. It makes us who we are. First Bank of Bern. We believe in the value of people. Member FDIC.
T.W. Fable, a modern American restaurant, is now open at Timber Ridge Golf Course, 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton, and it's bigger and better than ever. You can enjoy the same fine dining experience Tuesday through Thursday, 5 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 5 to 10. Reservations are recommended by calling 260-353-1360. Everyone is welcome at T.W. Fable. T.W. Fable is now taking reservations for holiday parties. Be sure to get your date locked in before they're all filled up. Call 353-1360. Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy is proud to announce their new office opening in October in Decatur.
Well, welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Scott Mentor, Derek Decker, and Scott Baker are on the call. And it looks like we have lost both coaches. So, in the one night where we might have had both, we end up with
nothing.
Not a one. Well, guys, final thoughts. Derek?
Well, for me, it's the freshman Will Geiger. He's obviously impressed both of you, and he really has impressed me. And, of course, this is only the second time I've seen him as well in his second game, first start, and just came out and dominated inside.
And does that really change how this team plays, having him on the floor?
Well, I think Norwell was able to get to the basket. It's just more of a feed and let Geiger take care of it. Earlier it was kind of penetration and let guys make their own shots. Now it's just kind of give it to Geiger and see what he can do himself. And he's going to be a big part. He can really compete with the big fellas underneath. And I think he'll be fine in the Northeast State because he plays very physical.
I agree.
Scott, final thoughts?
For Bluffton, this might be one. It's definitely a learning experience for him. You can tell that Bluffton was just. I think Norwell's link bugged him on defense tonight. Bluffton just could not get anything going inside, and then after a while of getting frustrated like that, they just start taking bad shots.
Do you think that press got to him? I mean,
yeah, I do.
We saw a little bit of that in the Delta game.
The same press and stuff like that for a young team can break your confidence. And it just trickle down effect. I mean, you start taking bad shots, you turn the ball over, you lose your confidence, and it's a learning experience for Bluffton. This would be one that a coach would just take the tape and throw it away and forget about it. It never happened. But as young as a ball club as this is, it's a learning experience for them. They're only all sophomores. I mean, they got a bright future ahead of them. I mean, being from Bluffton, of course, it hurts to lose in Norwell as a senior. But, it's a great job by the Knights, great game plan, good defense. They did what they had to do tonight to be successful.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for us, guys. Well, have a Merry Christmas, because I don't think I'll see either one of you.
Okay.
Although, Scott, we do have a girls' game tomorrow. If you want to come out and join us.
Yeah.
Girls will be in action at Adams Central tomorrow night, and that will be my final game before Christmas. That's going to do it for us tonight. 43-25 is your final. Norwell Knights by 18. Thanks for joining us. Have a great evening.